Hello, Tangerinis from an all-inclusive resort in Cancun, Mexico.
Last week, we released our first video at this resort, Ocean Coral and Turquesa. We recommend watching that video if you want to see what the new COVID-19 check-in process is like, a room tour, how we got a killer deal on the nightly rate, dining at some of the restaurants, and some cool things about the property, like bowling and a swim-up bar. We'll link that video in the description box below. Now, we hope you enjoy part 2 of our all-inclusive resort mini-series where we experience a Riviera Maya resort during the COVID-19 pandemic.
So I know we're not in our swimsuits or anything, but we decided to come out here and enjoy the shade of these nice palapas, these private palapas. Don't you just love palapas? And get some nice ocean breeze on our face and just relax a little bit.
And it's really nice out here except for the seaweed that you see here. But sometimes the seaweed stinks and right now it doesn't at all, or maybe I'm used to the smell and it doesn't bother me anymore.
I am shocked though how few people are out here right now. I realize this place is at 30% capacity because of the pandemic, but I would have thought everybody would be coming out here because all other beaches are closed. Technically, we're in orange, which means the beaches are closed, except there's like this gray area outside of resorts, in front of the resorts, so I would think everybody would be taking advantage of it.
Yeah, there's a maximum of 30% occupancy, but if I had to guess, I would say they're probably not even close to that right now.
In case this is your first time watching a video from our channel, we just wanted to let you know that we make videos just like this about our life here in Mexico. We're currently living here in the Riviera Maya, specifically in Puerto Morelos, which happens to be like 10 minutes away from here. So if you want to see more videos like this, especially to learn more about Mexico for your upcoming trip, or maybe you want to move here, then we hope you will subscribe to our channel to see more videos that we have coming up for you.
Even though it seemed like entertainment type activities were limited because of COVID, they still had things like pool aerobics, which is what I'm doing here, daily stretching in the grass, and other activities to choose from like trivia, bingo, and Spanish lessons.
We came to the room to cool off a bit, but while we're here, I'm going to use what I call a traveling chiropractor. This is a chirp wheel. This is kind of like a foam roller, except it's much more well designed to target your muscles and really get deep in there and get some cracks as if you're going to a chiropractor. We really like it after traveling all day in the airplane or sitting at a desk working all day. We have a 3-pack of these. This is the smallest one, but I bring this little one with us every time we have a trip somewhere.
Yeah, it always keeps us feeling healthy.
We've been using these for about a year now and absolutely love them, so we became an affiliate. If you would like to check them out, we recommend getting the 3-pack, and you can find them at tangerinerollers.com. That will take you straight to our affiliate link.
So as far as we could tell, there's not too much open as far as like lunch options go, so we decided to get room service again, and this is only my second time ever getting room service in my life, the first of which being here. So you got a breaded fish, breaded fish fillet,
And a plate of fruit.
and I got a chicken breast. I actually think this is some of the best food that we've had here. It's a room service.
We wanted to talk a little bit about what they're doing at the resort here for COVID prevention measures.
We actually do have a lot to compare this to since we were living in Mexico. We're living just down the road in Puerto Morelos, and we've seen that every restaurant requires people to wear a mask on the way in. You're stepping your feet on a sanitizing mat. They require you to put hand sanitizer on, and they're taking your temperatures. You can only take your mask off when you get to the table. Here, when we got here, they were supposed to take our temperature, but they didn't.
They had a temperature gun at the entrance, but never used it.
So we could have easily come here with symptoms of COVID and nobody would know because they weren't very diligent about checking. They did make us do a health questionnaire declaring that we don't have a temperature, we're not coughing, sneezing, things like that, and that we weren't in contact with anyone with COVID, but it didn't really seem like they followed up with anything. Like we just did it, but I don't think anyone checked.
I don't think so either.
All around the property, guests are not required to wear masks, ever. All employees are, and it seemed like basically every employee was 100% of the
And almost
time.
no guests were.
Almost none. We did wear our masks pretty frequently, but there was, for instance, one situation that I was particularly troubled by was the breakfast buffet. No one is required to wear masks in there, and people get within inches of the food, breathing, talking. Yes, the employees have to serve the food for you, but there was no sneeze guards or anything, so I feel like that is a very risky situation, especially since they never took anyone's temperature the whole rest of the time. All the 3-4 days that we've been here,
Yeah, and
no temperatures taken.
some good things that they're doing. They have foot sanitizers and hand sanitizers at every single entrance. However, they're not enforcing it anywhere. Comparing this to what I've heard from other resorts in the area, at other resorts they take your bags and sanitize them as soon as you arrive. Here they didn't do that. The resorts, legally, they're only allowed to be at a maximum of 30% capacity. So they had that going for them because there were never too many people around. You almost always had quite a bit of space between your group and the next group.
Except for maybe at that breakfast buffet, because that's the only place that's open for breakfast. That's literally the only place you can go if you're not privileged.
Yeah.
Which, privileged, you can order room service, or there's like a private, nicer dining area. The thing that makes me the most uneasy is that they didn't really do those temperature checks, and they weren't throughout the time, because imagine someone's coming here and staying for a week or something. They could start presenting symptoms. They could present a fever and nobody would know because there's nothing else happening after you get here, and maybe not even when you get here.
So it sounds like you aren't really on board with
No!
their measures here, their safety measures.
No, I think they could do more. And it would make me uneasy coming back here during pandemic times.
We're at the most highly recommended place to eat at this resort right now, so I'm pretty excited for it. It's like a Japanese steakhouse style. If you're familiar with Benihana, it's kind of like that.
I think I've only been to Benihana once in my life, or any style like this once, so this is an extra special treat for me. I'm super excited.
Yeah, me too.
Once everyone was seated, the show began. They got us all pumped up by clapping and hooting and hollering. It was clear from the get-go that this was going to be a fun evening.
Señores, una vez más, con más energía. ¡Hola! ¡Hola! Tenemos 4 sushis diferentes.
To get us started, they gave each person this beautiful-looking sushi plate.
¿Están listas para el show? Sí. Todos hablamos español, ¿verdad? Sí. Sí. Ok. Y decimos, todos juntos, todos juntos. Gracias.
That is hot.
Ella es Carolina, ¿ok? Carolina, mira, wow. Ajo y jengibre para la verdura.
Our master chef is continuing to prepare this food, which looks and smells amazing, and in the meantime, they brought everyone out a miso soup.
Juntos me acompañan, por favor, y decimos todos juntos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Mira, wow. Para las parejitas, mira, wow. Okay? Garlic and ginger, vanilla ice cream, mira, wow. Yummy.
Corazón de Carolina.
Corazón de Carolina. Okay? Gasolina, mira, wow. Tequila boom boom, mira, wow. Yummy.
He showed us chicken and he's like, iguana. I iguana eat this all right now.
Sriracha, que es picante, y mayonesa con sriracha. ¿Le gustaría? Teriyaki. ¿Me permite? Eso, mira, wow. Teriyaki, wow.
Finished products.
Delicious.
The smell and the look of it.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Okay. Eso. Escuchen, escuchen. Una vez más, con energía, ¿ok? A la cuenta de 3 todos decimos, ¿ok? 1, 2, 3.
I don't know how to make that sound.
1, 2, 3. Una más, wow. Otra más, wow. Chichen Itza, ok, mira. Chichen Itza. Ok, señores.
La Boyanitza.
Tenemos al Chuchu Tren, mira, wow. Gasolina. Cuidado, cuidado. Be careful. Ok, señores, si decimos todos juntos, todos juntos.
So I love this guy. He brought the shrimp out and he called them baby sharks, and then he started singing the song, baby shark doo 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 doo, baby shark doo 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 doo, baby shark doo doo. I knew that song since I was a Girl Scout, like so young. Baby shark doo 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 doo, baby shark. But they're shrimp. That's the funniest part.
Cachar el camarón con la boca. El que no la cache no cena, ¿ok? ¿Estamos listos? Señorito, ¿cómo se llama?
Jordan.
¿Listo? Y decimos 1, 2, 3. Una vez más. One more time. Sí se puede. Y decimos 1, 2, 3. Señorito, gracias. Señorita, un poquito más de arroz.
This plate is so good. I love this. And I mean, sometimes they don't know how to cook steak, but when you can cut steak with a fork and then it's just super tender, you know it's good stuff.
And as for my plate, I'm so thankful, grateful, and excited that they could make me something without sesame. And it's super good. They even had gluten-free soy sauce for me, and everything was cooked really well. That was our first easily well above 5-star experience at this resort.
Yeah, the food has really turned around for us on this trip. It started off not the best, but it's been much better the last couple of days.
Especially that one. I can see why people rave about it. I loved the experience, the like Japanese style right in front of you, cooking and flames and throwing things around and tossing shrimp everywhere.
Yeah, it was super cool. It's worth noting that the other 2 tables were English-speaking tables, and they put us at the Spanish-speaking one because we speak Spanish.
And we had the same waiter that we did from last night, so he remembered my allergies, and thank goodness they could make something without all those things because...
But they prepared something in the back kitchen for you.
Yeah, he even remembered that I liked the cheesecake so much that I ordered it twice, the gluten-free cheesecake, so he brought me that cheesecake from the Mexican restaurant. Oh, tonight was an amazing night. What a perfect last night.
So now it's been 3 days and 4 nights, and we wanted to give you guys our honest opinion on what we thought of this resort. Keep in mind that when I was shopping around, this was one of the cheapest, if not the cheapest, all-inclusive hotels that I found.
And you did a ton of online shopping for this place.
So by no means was I expecting the best of everything.
Which makes it, for what it is, I think an amazing budget-friendly option. What would you say, 4 out of 5 stars?
Yeah, something like that. I really enjoyed the experience.
Yeah.
I thought it was a lot of fun.
Same. I think for everything, maybe for every one thing that we didn't like, there were 2 things that we really liked. For instance, the food. We had some incredible meals that were so great, but then also there was some food that was like really low quality, not good, like the breakfast buffet.
Yeah, reading reviews before we came, some reviews said the food was excellent and other reviews said the food was horrible, and I agree with both of those people.
One thing we forgot to mention in terms of COVID differences are the fact that the restaurants aren't all open all the time. Normally they have like
7, 8, 9 restaurants, yeah.
But only about 3 of them were open every day, so you really had to like be on it with those reservations to make sure you got a seat at the restaurant that you wanted to go to. And I think that also that there were limitations in terms of the food options in general around the whole property and kind of the different hours that things were available.
Like the coffee shop doesn't open till 11 a.m.
Who waits that late in the morning to have and then it goes until what, 11 p.m.?
Yeah.
Why that late? Who needs coffee that late?
If you want
to
open only 12 hours, why not do 7 to 7?
And I often felt during the day like I wanted a snack, but there aren't really like snacky type things available. Another thing to consider are the employees, and there were some that went above and beyond. They were truly amazing, exceptional attention to detail, and really service and hospitality oriented, and others were kind of the pits. Like they seemed like they hated their jobs and they didn't want to help us out, which is really truly sad because I know there's at least 100 or maybe 1,000 people who would take their job happily in a second.
Probably thousands.
So many people are out of work in this region right now.
I did really enjoy going out to the pool and going to the swim-up bar. That was a lifelong dream of yours.
Oh yeah, I'm so happy I got to do that. There was a lot of variety of things to do, like there's ping pong and there's bowling and different types of activities, a lot that we didn't even get to do, like snorkeling, going out on the Hobie Cats or the kayaks. We could spend some time at the beach under palapas. We really only did that once somehow. They have, 4 different pools, including a kiddie pool with a lot of cool stuff for the kids. Jordan, I don't think that's meant for you. Yeah, that's meant for kids.
I think it's missing a footrest.
This is the cutest little daybed lounge chair thingy I've ever seen. On the end screen here in just a moment, we're going to link our Binge Watch Everything playlist, which includes all the videos we've made since we started traveling in Mexico, so you can watch them in order. And if you enjoyed this video, you might consider subscribing to our channel to see others that will release just like it.
But one more thing before you go.
Gong that bell if you want to be the first to be notified whenever we release a new video or start a live stream.
And we will see you soon.